Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the North American server Dark Ninja and his Pz38nA, and we're in Cliff, standard mode north spawn. 2 artillery apiece, 1 scout on the enemy team, 2 on his. Enemy team has a majority of heavies with 2 mediums and 4 TDs. He has mostly TDs, 5 TDs, 3 mediums, 2 heavies, 3 heavies. So I'm thinking if the enemy team pushes around the east of the hill, they're going to be able to dominate the eastern side of the battlefield. Kind of worried his team is going to camp over here and all want to shoot down the alley here. So if they don't realize they can't just sit back as TDs and wait on everybody, it could be problems. So he chugs off toward the lighthouse. But he's not going to try to go up the hill right away, if he does at all. And for some reason, they didn't send anybody in the middle here, so that's allowing him to just pull up and snipe these people traveling to the east.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. We didn't even scratch them.
It looks like the enemy team is trying to bull rush the western side of the map and not going around the lighthouse. They have a couple tanks going over that way, but the majority of them went due south, or due north for them. He's waiting for his binoculars to kick on to see if he can find that T-67, I think. But he locates the artillery.
Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Enemy armor is destroyed.
There's the Artie. Doesn't know where he's getting shot at, so he doesn't know where to go to not get shot, and he makes himself a target again.
Penetration. Target acquired. Penetration. Let's find another target. Enemy armor is damaged.
One more shot kills the 67. I think it's... Ooh, he doesn't quite come behind the building. But the Hetzer backs up into his line of fire.
Enemy is hit. Penetration.
Goodbye, Hetsu. They have a small lead. He's going to come over here and try to flank the team that went to the north, to the south. Stumbles upon the 100 Yankee and is fortunate enough that he's already to his flank, and so he just has to pull in beside him, behind him, and just shoot him.
Permission to engage. Penetration. Let's find another target. That one didn't go through. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle
Kill number
destroyed.
3. That was one of those good surprises, because it could have just as easily been come around that corner and the dude's looking right at you and it's game over for you. But in this case, fortune smiled on him and he was able to follow through with a good amount of damage and a kill. Ah, he had the kill and somebody beat him to it. Now I'll try for the T-14.
We didn't even scratch them.
There we go. Kill number 4. That's the game. For this battle, he gets 1,510 points of damage and 4 kills. 32 of 46 shooting, 70%. 230 assisted damage in 4 spots. Lost 22,063 credits. Survived the fight and was awarded 1,866 XP. And then got Bruiser, Fighter, and Fire for Effect mini medals. It gives him a battle score of 1,891. 20th place on the Pz38nA list, where the score is rapidly moving upwards. So, another very straightforward fight. He pulls up and opting out of going to try to get up to the lighthouse, because I think he knew the Chaffee is a lot faster than him, would probably beat him to it. The Cromwell could have too if it went that way. So he pulled up right here and just started sniping people, moved down into this area, was able to catch 3 or 4 tanks moving along to the east, and nobody ever came up there to clean them out. Now, a lot of times, the enemy is going to pull up right in here and you can't get away with doing that. But, as so often said, if the enemy's letting you do something, keep doing it until they make you stop. In this case, they never even tried to make him stop. And so once the tanks over here got pretty much cleaned out, he came down here to flank the northern push by the enemy team. Stumbled across a little bit of serendipity because he pops out right to the side of that 100Y, and he was already in perfect position just to follow up and kill him, with very little chance for the TD to return fire. Matter of fact, no chance. And then pulling to the north, tried to get 1 kill shot, got beat to it, but got the last shot kill to win the fight. Time after time after time, you are going to see fights in the Hall of Fame where the guy didn't do anything fancy at all. He took what the battle gave him, he played within the limits of his tank, and he ends up producing a very high score. It's that simple, people. Know your tank, take what's there. If you try to force the issue, you're probably not going to get away with it. Now, there are times where you have to get more tricky and you have to do miraculous things in order to pull out a fight, and you get rewarded with a good battle. But the majority of the films you see that have high scores are ones where people simply pay attention to the map and exploit the openings the enemy give them without pushing their tank beyond its limits. That's how you get your high scores more often than not. From Cliff, Standard Mode, North Spawn, Dark Ninja. Happy hunting.